Queensland barrels towards an upcoming election, one of the state's most outspoken youth crime campaigners is taking matters into his own hands. Russell Field has been fighting for justice ever since he lost his son Matthew, his pregnant partner Kate and their unborn child Miles when they were hit and killed by a teenager in a stolen car in 2021. Now Russell has been selected by the LNP to run for office in next month's election, where his primary focus will be fighting for tougher laws on youth crime. And for more, Russell Field joins us now in Brisbane, well, not far from the scene from that tragic crash, unfortunately, in 2021. Good morning to you. I was just reading earlier, Russell, so your Labor MP opponent, Don Brown, has described Queensland's youth crime crisis as a media beat-up. Is that why you're taking him on?
Correct. Like as it is, just over 12 months ago now, he made the comment, and I think it was on national TV, that the juvenile crime is a media beat-up, and that was a turning point for me. I'd considered a lot of things since the accident, and we've had time of grieving, and people deal with grief in different ways. I find it that the more I speak about it, the stronger I become. And when Don made that comment, I thought, I have to do something here. This state is in a situation only made worse by the current government. So it's a matter of stand up and be counted, and if I don't do it, who will? So I've made a stand.
So, Russell, this intoxicated 17-year-old behind the wheel who killed your son and his partner in 2021 has been jailed, of course, but due for release in 2027. What new laws will you be campaigning for?
Look, David Christopher and the LNP team have got a plan, I suppose you'd call it, where adult time for adult crime, and that's a start. That's the main issue. Now, as far as this juvenile was concerned, he had over 100 offences, and as far as I understand, I think there was 30-something for car theft alone, and yet he was still out in the streets. Now, he should have been put away. And Matt, Kate, Miles would have been alive today. And it's not only this situation; it is cases across the state where they've got the same problem.
Yeah, we've heard many, haven't we? I mean, several victims of youth crime, while policing, it seems, are catching these criminals, it's just not solving the problem because they are, as you said, back out on the streets very quickly. What's the solution? Well, look. There's a lot of people have different ideas of how to go about getting these criminals off the streets. The police are doing a really good job, and they are so frustrated. They catch these kids and criminals in general, and they don't get locked up. They don't get taken off the streets. They're back out the next day to commit more crime. And I can understand why the people or the police force are getting frustrated in this, because the laws as they are, that are set by the government, does not allow these juveniles to be locked up. And David Christopher and the team are determined to change those laws, and that's what it needs to be, to take these kids off the street, to have a consequence for your actions, and that's what it needs to be done. And a deterrent. Russell Field, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
And a deterrent, that's exactly right. Thank you,
mate. Here's Nat.